I have conversations with mums all the time, and it's like, how do I do this? Like, how do I either feel like I'm being a good mum or I'm being great at my job, but I don't know how to do both really well. Like, can you just like tell us a little bit about like how you're intentional with whatever is in front of you?
Well, I think you probably relate to this, Renee. When I was a young single woman, I did not understand mom guilt. I didn't understand any of that. And then when I got married and had my first baby, there was this thing called mom guilt that no one had told me about. I didn't know it was even real. And then all of a sudden, I felt like I was doing a bad job. And it was just, no one said it to me. Nobody told me I needed to do a specific thing. It was just this guilt that I was holding this little life in my hands and I was messing up. And it started realizing that mom guilt was something I had to actually go and renew my mind and steward that part. Because the more that I listened to that mom guilt, the smaller my world got. And I remember feeling, like I was miserable at work and I was miserable at home because I felt like I couldn't do it all. I couldn't go to work and be fully invested because I was a mom and I had babies at home and I was thinking about who's gonna make dinner and who's gonna put them to bed and does everybody have clean underwear? And then I would go home and I'd be thinking all these adults are waiting for me to get these things done and it's not fair for me to hold them up. So I really went through it and finally I remember the Holy Spirit speaking to me and saying, Havilah, you're going to have peace everywhere and you're going to have to make a choice to have peace. And so I remember thinking, if I'm on the road, I'm going to have peace. If I'm at home, I'm going to have peace, not because of circumstances, but because I've chosen to let peace be the ruler in my life. So I'm not saying it always is there. Like, it's not perfect by any means, but learning to do that. I did not know how to do what I'm doing, and nobody does, So I always say, stop expecting yourself to be an expert in a season you've never been in before.